What's up, Willamette Valley Adventure crew? Back out here today. We got a John boat modification on the little John boat. We're doing, it's a Tracker 1232 right there on the work table. Told you about some little launch wheels for the rear off of Amazon. We're gonna mount them up. They are the cheap Amazon ones. There was a lot of negative comments, but they look pretty awesome. They're sturdy. I mean, they're gonna get painted camo, of course, but they're pretty nice. I mean, it's all really nice construction. I mean, it came with everything. So we're gonna bolt them up. So figured I'd just do a little video on it. It should be a pretty easy process, but yeah, you guys stay tuned. Show you the finished product. Alright guys, first things first, you want to put your brackets on the back of the boat and make sure the wheels are going to clear the bottom. So there's two different positions to put these on these brackets. So you can put them up here and bolt them on. There's two cotter pins. You take the bottom one out and they pivot up, or you can put them down a little lower. So you just want to make sure that before you drill your holes that the wheels will clear the bottom of the boat so they're not rubbing on the bottom, and also that the holes are going to line up. So right there is perfect up against that wood and the bottom of the handle. That's going to work perfect. So I'm going to do the brackets on either side of that. So I just wanted to, that's one thing you got to check before you go drilling holes in the back of the boat. So we'll mark out the holes and drill them out. Alright guys, we got our holes marked out. We're gonna go to Drill Town. Just go slow, take your time, no rush. Measure twice, drill once, especially when you're putting holes in a boat. This is our experiment boat, so you know, we put some extra holes in it. Oh well, we've already put a ton of holes in it. So if you've seen the JV Weld John boat video, then you know we put some holes in it. So. Alright, got our holes drilled. Bam. Beauty. Ish. Might have to do a little show buff out. Alright guys, I'm gonna get the other side drilled and we'll bolt them up. Alright guys, I wanted to get a close-up on this. So we got another important thing when you're doing stuff, especially the bottom bolts below the water line. This is, a lot of people use the 3M 5200. It's supposed to be really good. I looked it up. It's like freaking $20-some a tube. Ain't about that. Outdoor silicone, window siding, leftover. Had it from the remodel. Works just as good. I have it around. I replaced the wood on this transom. I got it around the bolts. Been on there for a year. Works great. It's like $5. So these bolts below the water line, just all over the threads, around the washers on the end. I mean, you can't really go too much. So especially with stuff below the water line, just glob it up, get it in there, all around it. All this is going to get painted after it all dries, so it'll be camo. Of course, the little duck boat, Bass Destroyer. So that goes for the outside and the inside. I'd like to get a little on the inside too, just because, like I said, you can't really have too much, especially when you're dealing with below the water line. Last thing you want after getting a project done is leaks in your boat. So I'm just gonna go around, get all the bolts caulked up so they don't leak, tighten them down, and we'll reconvene. Alright guys, last step, bolt them down. The kit from Amazon came with all the bolts you're going to need with the nylon lock nuts, which is nice, so they won't back off of there. It came with some flat washers and some lock washers, but not enough for the outside and the inside. So we got a flat washer and a lock washer on the outside, and then I had some random washers, some big ones. We're gonna put these on the bottom since the bolts on the bottom are coming through just the aluminum and not the wood on the transom, so want a little more support down on the lower half that doesn't have the wood. So we're gonna again caulk the back of these, stick them on there, that way it's a nice watertight seal, and we're gonna crank them down and then we can bolt them up. So enjoy this little time lapse. Alright guys, we're about to wrap it up. Everything's caulked. We lost a lot of caulk during the bolting process, but it's alright, we'll put some more on. I'm going to get the wheels secured on there with the cotter pins and see how it works, roll it around the yard. That's going to wrap it up. I'm going to get these on and we'll see how it rolls. So that's with one cotter pin, and then you can swing it up in the up position, like so, or pull it, swing it down, like we're going to have it, and get both of them in there. Like so. There's a hair of play, but it's alright. It's going to do exactly what we need it to do, which is to sneak into some awesome bass spots. So, let's see. I'm gonna pull this one off, guys. I like the wheel. I'm gonna flip this one around so the wheel's on the outside, so they're a little farther apart. Probably give it a little more stability when we're pushing it around in the yard. Pop that. Get it off over there. Boom. That, guys. I'm gonna take you guys off the tripod and we're gonna roll this sucker around and check it out. Alright, guys, they look goofy as hell, but I don't care. Well, either way, they're gonna get painted camo to match the boat because they stick out like a sore thumb, definitely. But as you can see, our caulk job is globbed on there, so I'm probably gonna go around and put a bead around the outside of it, just because it's the last thing you want is water shooting into your boat. So got them bolted down. The bottom bolts on both sides didn't go through the wood, but that's all right. We got big fender washers, so, and that nylon lock nut should hold on there really nicely. It's cinched down. I'll probably end up trimming these off because they stick out quite a bit, but the top bolts, they're pretty flush. But we'll let all the caulk dry, and well, we're gonna do some more caulking on it before the day is done, but it's getting dark here, so let's spin her around and check how she does. I'll launch it right here off the work table. Boom. Watch out, Roxy. Bam. Oh yeah. The little duck dinghy. Coot Scooter. That's her name. Boom. Oh. Contact. Oh yeah, guys, this is sick. Oh, this is gonna be so much better. So, the main reason I wanted these was to sneak into bass spots a lot easier, and I don't have a trailer for this boat. It's a Tracker 1232. Oh my gosh. This boat, if you guys have one, you know it weighs about nothing compared to, I don't know, any other boat. You'd think it'd be a little heavier, but it's actually pretty light. Oh my gosh, this is sweet. It works great, guys. I don't know if you can see that, but we are rolling around the yard. That's awesome. This is gonna be so sweet. Let me sit her down and get you guys back here. Check it out. That's gonna be sweet. Oh yeah, as seen on Amazon. I gotta tighten the bolts up on the wheels, but other than that, that's freaking sweet. Obviously I haven't really tested them yet. The next test you will see is gonna be wheeling this sucker to a freaking bass hole, and it's gonna be awesome. I got the crazy dog, but that'll be the ultimate test. But for now, that's I think that's it for the install, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're gonna be pumping out a lot more of these videos here. This little John boat is gonna be the guinea pig. So if there's something you guys want me to test out or anything like that, we're keeping it simple. We're not even gonna go electric on this. This is got a little set of wooden oars, so I gotta get some oar locks for the sides, and we're just gonna row it, trying to keep it super light. We've got a lot of bike paths around here, and a lot of little bodies of water off the river, little ponds and sloughs and stuff, and that's what it's gonna be for. I actually want to get a Goodwill crappy mountain bike and rig up a mount for this, so it hooked to the front handle and mount to a bicycle, and I could ride down the bike path, because there's some cool ponds that I want to check out. And I don't know about you guys, but I hate bank fishing. It just pisses me off, because I get out there and I'm like, man, it'd be sweet if I could cast to that spot, but you can't get to it because you're on the bank. So that's the plan. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna test it out. If you guys can think it up, we'll test it. So yeah, I think that's it for this one. Till next time, guys. Peace.